Hello everyone. Yesterday we have done exercise 7.2, right? I hope you have understand and done this exercise. Now today we are going to start exercise 7.3, and before that we have to know some rules like SSS criterion of congruency. In this, you know that if you take two triangles and all the sides of these two triangles are equal, then the SSS criteria holds, and then the triangles become congruent, right? And you can see in the example also here, this is 5 centimeter, 5 centimeter, 4 and 4, and if it is 3 centimeter and 3 centimeter, then these two triangles are congruent, otherwise not congruent by SSS criteria. But when you see this triangle is a right triangle and this is 90 degrees, so you can use RHS rule for this if third side is not given. But if you have given third side only, then you can write SSS criteria. Now next is RHS rule that I told you. In RHS rule, one right angle is required, hypotenuse must be equal, and one of the perpendicular or the base is equal. Okay, can perpendicular can be equal to base also, right? So in that RHS will follow. Now come to the example number 7. Do it carefully, it is very important. AB is the line segment, P and Q are the points on the opposite sides of AB. You see PQ is a line, and AB you can see the line segment on that it crosses or intersects, that each of them is equidistant from point A and B, right? So P is equidistant from A and B, Q is equidistant from A and B. What you have given ultimately here, that is PA equal to PB and AQ equal to BQ, right? So these are equal, also shown in the figure also you can see, show that PQ is the perpendicular bisector of AB. Two things we have to prove here, that this angle is 90 degree, and second thing we have to show that this PC equal to CQ. Two things we have to prove here. So let us take a triangle that helps us to show these two things. I'm taking this triangle PAQ and triangle PQB. In these two triangles, we can see the CAQ is equal to BQ. Sign is there. You can see PA is equal to PB, right? You can see sign is there, and one is the common thing is PQ. PQ is same in both the triangles. This is same. So you know that this is side, and this is also side. So by SSS criteria, you can say that these two triangles, triangle PAQ congruent to triangle PBQ, right? So these two triangles are congruent. Now by CPCT you can use, CPCT means corresponding part of congruent triangle. So we can say that this angle APQ is same as angle BPQ, right? You understand? So by CPCT we can take these two angles are equal, means this angle 1, I'm taking this angle 2, these two angles are equal, right? So these two angles are equal. Now let us take the triangle PAC and triangle PBC. Okay, I'm taking these two triangles to show that the angle C is 90 degree. So in these two triangles you can see PA and PB are equal, sign is there on that, and PC is the common side. You see PC equal to PC is in both the triangles. Also one thing that we have proved earlier, that angle APC or Q, you can write angle is same, is equal to BPC or Q, you can write the angle will be same. So here we have, this is side, and this is angle. So by or SAS criteria, these two triangles are congruent. So which two triangles are congruent now? Triangle PAC congruent to triangle PBC, right? So if these two triangles are congruent, then by CPCT you can use, by CPCT you can say that the angle PCB is equal to angle PCA, right? So you can write these two angles are equal. So which two angles are equal? This I am taking angle 1, this I am taking angle 2. These two angles are equal. And you know that AB is the straight line, right? So this is a straight line, and you know that on the straight line we got 180 degree. So you can write angle PCA plus angle PCB. If you add these two, you will get 180 degree. If you add these two angles, you will get 180 degree, right? And both are equal. So if you want to assume x for them, so x plus x both are same because both are equal to 180 degree. So 2x is equal to 180 degree, and x is equal to, you got 90 degree. If you cut 180 by 2, you will get 90 degree. So ultimately what you showed, that the C angle is 90 degree, but you prove here PCB, this angle equal to 90 degree. And also you know that the angle PCA is also same as angle PCB we showed here. So this is also 90 degree. So what you get from here, that PC is perpendicular on AB, right? So you can say that from here, therefore you can say that PC is perpendicular to AB, right? PC is perpendicular to AB. You got this point. PC is perpendicular to AB. So what thing, first thing we have proved here, that PC is perpendicular to AB. The second thing we have to prove is AC equal to BC, because this is perpendicular and bisector. Now we have to show the bisector. You can write similarly. If you want to prove, you can prove here that the triangle ACQ is congruent to triangle, this is BCQ, right? Similarly you can write, or otherwise if you want to prove, you can prove here this side equal to this side, right? This angle you showed, this is 90 degrees, so this is also 90 and this is also 90, so this angle is equal. This line segment is common in them. So by these three things you can say that these two triangles are congruent. If these two triangles are congruent, you can use CPCT. You have by CPCT what you can say, because you have used the angle here, so you can use now side, because you have proved earlier in first part that angle C is 90 degree. So this is vertically opposite, everywhere is 90 degree, and so by CPCT now you can say that AC equal to CB or BC, right? So here we proved this is bisector also. So we can say that if angle PCB equal to 90 degree and AC equal to BC, this means perpendicular, this means bisector. So you have proved here this is perpendicular bisector. So this is in your book, you can do from there also. Little bit length is given here, but you can do by my method, you can understand it. Example number 8, P is the point equidistant from the two lines L and M intersecting at a point A. Show that AP bisect the angle between them. Okay, let us see the figure. Come to the figure. This figure is given with the question, right? So this is line L, this is line M, and this is the P angle, point, right? And it is bisector of this, we have to prove that this is bisector of angle A, right? And also it is given that this PB is perpendicular on L and PC is perpendicular on M, and we have to prove that angle BAP is equal to angle CAP. This is we have to prove. So let us check which triangles are having maximum given and this to prove. So I am taking triangle ABP, right, and triangle ACP, right? In that what are the given things? Equidistant we have given, so that BP and CP are equal. Equidistant means this point P is have equal distance from B and C. Also AP is same in both the triangle. AP is common, right? And you see angle ABP and angle ACP both are of 90 degree, right? So here this is side, and this is right angle. Let us see which criteria we can use here, because here we have AP is the common and AP is the hypotenuse also in both the triangles. You can see in the figure. So here we have RHS, right? So by RHS we can say that triangle ABP is congruent to triangle ACP, right? So these two triangles are congruent by RHS. Now you can use CPCT. CPCT is only used after when you showed the triangles are congruent. Otherwise you can't use. So by CPCT you can say that angle PAB is equal to angle PAC, right? PAC. So what you get from here, that that this angle and these two small angles are equal, so that AP is, or PA you can write AP is bisector of angle A, right? And it is given in your book also. Now questions we will do in paper pen video, right? So that's all for today. So have a nice day, and if you like my video, if you find it interesting, do like, share and subscribe my channel. Till then, thank you. Bye.